Probably know her best as Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman from the hit TV show. But what you may not know is that Jane Seymour is also a very accomplished artist, along being an Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning actress. And from today until December the 7th, her art will be on display at Art Evolution in the Crossroads Art Center. But so glad that you've joined us here this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's wonderful to have you, and I know you had a big opening last night, so we appreciate you waking up early and in the cold as well. Now let's talk, first things first, I mean, you have such an accomplished resume as an actress, of course, but also people may not know that you're also a designer and a jewelry designer and an artist on top of that. Do you have a first love when it comes to your artistic art expression?
Well, I think what's exciting is everything comes from the art. So, for example, at the exhibition, I've got about 100 pieces, including sculpture. And I even do monumental sculpture of the open heart. And I paint in all kinds of different mediums: watercolor, pen and ink, pastel, oil, acrylic. I do all of that. But the paintings, that's where everything comes from. And then it comes from that and it turns into jewelry. For example, People's now has my open heart. I'm wearing one piece here.
It's beautiful.
Canadians may not know much about the open heart. It's a very big thing in America. But basically, my mother always told me that in life, when times were tough, and you were challenged, your instinct would be to close off and keep it to yourself. But if you could accept what's happened, however difficult it was, open your heart and reach out in some way to help someone else, purpose and love will come into your life. And I interpreted that as two hearts that connected, and a whole series of paintings and books, and there you go, that's the original open heart. I also did, you know, the open heart family, which is people that you connect with that are maybe not your DNA. They're people that you meet in life that you respond to. And then I also talk about the wave, the whole idea that in life, it's almost like you're on a body of water going in a direction, and then that woohoo moment happens when, you know, you win the prize, you make the team, you have your first kiss, whatever it is, and then suddenly it comes down and you go, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to quit, I'm never doing that again. But actually, if you think of the wave, as you can see, it lets go of water it no longer needs, remember that. As it comes down, it doesn't crash and stay there, it comes right back up and it meets water it would never have met under any other circumstances, collaborates and creates a new wave. So for people who are going through change, which is all of us, and really kind of the open heart speaks to, it's like a universal symbol of giving and receiving love. And if you think about it, literally every culture and every faith talks about opening your heart. And as medical doctors tell me, if your heart isn't open, you're dead. So,
true enough. So it's a theme that you've really parlayed into all of your works. And what have you gotten back out of the open heart by giving it to others?
Well, I have a foundation, and we honor people who have taken this challenge. And as an example, for example, a couple of years ago, we had two honorees, Glenn Campbell and his wife, Kim. And I've just putting our movie out there right now.
Yes.
I'll Be Me, the Glenn Campbell movie. If you have a chance to see it, it's incredible. It's a feature documentary about how he and his wife decided to go on tour with the kids, and having been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And we can see through the film how he would not even know where the bathroom was in his own room, in his own house, and then go on stage in front of millions of people and just wow them by singing and playing better than anyone, you know, extraordinarily well.
What an incredible story.
It is an amazing movie. I was an exec producer on it, and my husband James Keach directed it, and we're very proud of that. But, you know, there's an example of someone who opened their hearts, and you know, really kind of what we're trying to do with Open Hearts is it's a message for all of us of a way of living, a way of hopefully, if we're more open-hearted, we can change some of the horrible things that are going on in the world. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you're so busy. What's next? Executive producer, jewelry designer.
I've got some movies coming out. I'm on Hallmark channel on the 22nd. It's a film called A Royal Christmas. I played Queen Isadora of Cordinia, and my son's been sent off to college in America and comes back wanting to marry a commoner, which is appalling. And I want him to marry this Duchess, who is actually in real life played by my daughter, Catherine Flynn.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
So it's quite wonderful. It's quite fun.
And Forever, of course, that's still...
Forever, that was on just the other night. That was really great. And then I'm on PBS as well. I don't know if you get that. I'm hosting, actually doing your job. Interviewing all these great doctors talking about medical issues for people over 50.
Okay, terrific.
Feel grand.
Do you have a preference in terms of, or you enjoy all of it, the painting and the acting?
I enjoy all of it. I have to admit, though, that the painting and creating. That's something that comes, you know, really from within. You know, no one asks me to do it unless I get a commission, of course. But it's my response, my emotional response to the beauty in the world. And I don't paint hatred, and I don't paint depression. I paint very uplifting and happy stuff. So, if you're looking for, you know, scary, horrible, sad stuff, you know, don't come.
That's not you. That's not you. And you can see these works at Art Evolution.
Yes, there's some lovely watercolor paintings. There was one before there that I did when I was in Winnipeg, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Inspired in Winnipeg.
Inspired in Winnipeg,
Of all
painted in
places.
Winnipeg. And of course, you know, I did a film, Dear Prudence, here in Calgary.
Yes,
So
I know.
I love Calgary.
You've been back once in a while, although I do have to apologize for the weather, as it is very, very cold. But we love having you here, and you can see Jane's work at Art Evolution Gallery and Lounge, Crossroads Art Center. Tomorrow there's a showing between noon and 3.
I will be there noon to 3, but of course the exhibit will be there. It's there today, and it'll be there for at least, I think, another week or so.
Okay, until December the 7th.
Yes.
Such a pleasure to meet you, and
Thank
a delight.
you.
Thank
You
you
too.
so much for spending the time with us. Jane Seymour here on Breakfast Television.